and we'll take a short break before we introduce that Super ROK final. We'll be back in a few moments here at Leonardo. Back here at Leonardo, we're getting ready for the Super ROK final here at the 2021 ROK Cup Super Final. Andrew Mather and Daniele Laspina with you here. And this grid of 16 drivers have had 3 heats so far this week. And it's been this driver here, Alex Machado, in really, really fine form. Last year's champion. And we remember the drive that Machado had, Daniele. He came from the mid-pack. In terms of that race, it was a bit of a surprise. He'd had lots of problems in those heats. 2021 has been the complete reversal. I would say this is a performance so far this week that's been the most dominant. I say that with hesitation, though, because as we saw earlier for Leopardi and Grishak in the juniors, just because you've done that in the heats so far this week, that doesn't guarantee anything when it comes to this final. All it gives you is a very nice pole position, which is what Machado has.
Yeah, that's it. And it's always right the hardest part, the race and the final. So it's one shot, one kill. You just have this chance. So it's like when you prepare an exam, you can study, but at the exam you have to do that in the proper way. So let's see if Alex Machado is prepared for this exam today. I guess there will be a lot of drivers that are ready to show that Machado isn't the best prepared for this exam, starting from what Elliott showed that is right alongside him in the first row. Alex Machado, dominatore fin qui della categoria nelle giornate precedenti, nelle prove, ma abbiamo visto già nella gara della Mini ROK, della Junior ROK per esempio, come il fatto di aver fatto benissimo, anche meglio di chiunque altro durante la giornata di giovedì e durante il venerdì, può non essere abbastanza. La gara è un'altra cosa, e allora concentrazione massima ovviamente per Alex Machado nel cercare di tenersi il titolo di questa Super ROK. Elliott Shaw al suo fianco in prima fila, and Elliott Shaw has a lot of different week from Alex Machado. He's a little bit in trouble at the beginning of this week, but month after month, he work hard and is there in the front row.
Let's have a look at the grid then for the Super ROK final. As I say, 16 of them due out there on circuit. Alex Machado from Andorra has pole position. Elliott Shaw of Great Britain is alongside on the front row of the grid. Lucas Muth of Switzerland joins Andrea Vibrantite of Lithuania on row 2. Row 3 is an all-Swiss affair with Leon Mather alongside Leonardi Cesaretti. Malta's Gianluca Dindli is on row 4 alongside Alessandro Bruni, who's got a great record here at the ROK Cup Super Final on home soil in previous years. Gaia Cardinali of Monaco is on row 5 alongside Matteo Chiari on that 5th row of the grid. Manuel Gritti of Italy and Christian Munkfolden of Denmark are on row 2. Another Dane following up on row 7, that's Gustav Dragstedt alongside Italy's Tommaso Nonini. And last but not least, on the 8th row of the grid, Switzerland's Lynn Neuhaus and Italy's Nicole Amelio.
Sarà una gara interessante perché poi ci sono anche alcuni piloti che hanno fatto un po' di su e giù. Penso ad Andrea Vibriantite, è partita molto bene nel corso della giornata di giovedì, è andata un po' in difficoltà venerdì, viceversa ha fatto per esempio Gaia Cardenali, commentavamo scherzando ieri fuori dal tracciato, un pessimo giovedì ma un venerdì decisamente viola, e quindi speriamo, gli auguriamo che sia anche una gara decisamente viola. Lucas Muth, Leon Madura hanno fatto vedere che possono lottare per le posizioni di testa, insomma ci sono tutti gli ingredienti in questa Super Rock per vedere una gara coi fiocchi.
Under starters orders then as the field goes through the cut through by Marshall Post 7. We are ready for the Super Rock final. Are we good for the start? Yes, race director is happy and we are away for 20 laps. Problems at the back there for the 306 of Amelio, but all of the other 15 are heading towards turn 4, all looking good at the moment. Alex Machado has a check over the shoulder, sees he has a lead, doesn't have to defend it to hairpin 1, all looking clean and happy. Good start from the Super Rocks.
Buona partenza pulita per la Super Rock, ovviamente la partenza più veloce ce l'ha avuta, eccolo qui al comando subito Alex Machado, subito inseguito ovviamente dal gruppone. Partenza pulita, nessun problema, anche se ci sono stati sorpassi. Ecco i primi, la prima azione la mette a segno Andrea Vibrantite mettendosi in terza posizione.
Saw Elliott Shaw going for an overtake there, the British driver in the Alonso kart, and a bit of slipstreaming going there down the pit straight. So it is Machado from Muth in second, Shaw, Mather, Vibriantite in fifth, Cesaretti in sixth, Dindley, Bruni, Cardinali, Chiari. That's the top 10.
Machado allora subito a guidare le operazioni, cercando di scappare da Lucas Muth, che si è mosso molto bene alle sue spalle ed è riuscito a mettersi davanti a David Shaw e davanti a Leon Mathur. Andrea Vibrantite come detto in quinta posizione, poi Cesaretti, Digli, Bruni, Cardinali, Chiari a chiudere la top 10, poi Gritti, Dragstedt, Folden, Neuhausen e Nonini con Amelio al fondo. E adesso iniziamo a quantificare il distacco tra Machado e Muth, che già si è un po' allargato, 7 decimi tra i due. Primo rilevamento cronometrico davvero lanciato e Alex Machado fa 48 e 369.
Still early stages of this one, but it's that theme that we've seen so far this week. Alex Machado leading out front and going quicker than the rest of the field. 48.369 last time around for Machado. 0.7 of a second is now the lead for the Andorran. Lucas Muth still there in second place. Very, very closely matched with Shaw behind. Both of them in the 48.4s. So at the moment, it looks like that top 3 are stretching away from the rest. The Lithuanian, Vibriantite, is very quick in Sector 1. Purple in Sector 1. There's still a long way in this race to go. 20 laps of this South Garda karting circuit in Lonato.
Appena 3 giri dei 20 in programma, andati agli archivi qui sul South Garda karting di Lonato del Garda, con Alex Machado che guida le operazioni. 47.967, scende sotto il muro dei 48, lo fanno anche Elliott Shaw e Andrea Vibrantite, che stanno creando un po' di fisarmonica, sono rispettivamente al terzo e al quinto posto, e quindi si stanno avvicinando a Matu e a Muth, ai due piloti elvetici, il che dimostra che ancora Machado non sta tenendo un ritmo assolutamente impossibile. È chiaro che però bisogna stare attenti, perché ha già maturato 8 decimi di vantaggio che salgono a 9 in questo momento, in cui non è il più veloce in pista. La più veloce in pista è Andrea Vibrantite, che allora adesso è pronta a provare a ricongiungersi con Matur e con Elliott Shaw, il pilota del team Alonso, che è in terza posizione in questo momento.
Vibrantite, as you say, fastest in the fifth place there. Is just half a second behind the Swiss driver Leon Mather. Cesaretti going fairly quickly there. You see the green, white and black carts, cart number 311 following 307, so it could be a good scrap going on there for fourth place shortly. Here is Shaw, to say, on that Alonso kart, prepared by the Ferreira karts team.
Now it's Leon Mathur, the fastest on the track, 47.558.
Yeah, Leon Mather racing for Innovate competition here at the ROK Cup Superfinal for 2021. We're on lap 6 into the second quarter of this race. Just see briefly there, Cardinale. Cardinale has got past Gianluca Dingley on that last lap, so that's the driver representing Monaco up to 7th place.
Il sorpasso, sì, di Gaia Cardinale su Gianluca Digli è l'unica cosa che si muove nelle primissime posizioni, ma adesso l'importante per i piloti dietro è cercare di trovare un modo per chiudere su Machado, che adesso accelera 47,5, 1 secondo e 3. Lucas Muth va un po' in difficoltà, 47,8. Elliott Shaw si avvicina anche Leon Mathur, di nuovo invece un po' di elastico lo fa Vibrantite. Adesso bisogna capire se nella seconda parte della gara qualcuno potrà andare più forte, magari ha privilegiato un setup per la seconda parte della gara, oppure se così restando le cose sembra difficile che qualcosa possa cambiare, soprattutto nei confronti di Alex Machado. Let's see if someone between the first 4 or 5 drivers has maybe a strategy for the second half of the race.
Maybe so, and I go back to Heat 3 yesterday, where well, up to that point we were talking about, well, Machado's always got a 10th, 2 tenths in his back pocket when he needs it to just pull out and keep himself ahead of the rest of the field. But the third heat was a little bit different, you know, he was being challenged by the likes of Shaw and Muth in that race, and had to fight hard for the race victory, but got the race victory nonetheless. We wondered, was that Machado holding something back? Maybe using a set of used tyres for that third heat, for example, you know, knowing that he was in a very good position and just needed to be in the top 3 to get pole position for this race. I think that is the case, because, you know, today here in the final, again, everything prepared, this one race today, Machado is back to where he was, you know, on Thursday and Friday morning. He is just every single lap. It doesn't matter what the rest of the field do. They're getting quicker as this race goes on, but Machado just goes, nope, I've got another 10th and another 10th. 47.533 is the best lap time at the moment for Machado, and he's just followed that up with another 47.5. His pace, it just, the rest of the field cannot get anywhere near him. They haven't got anything left in the tank. And saying this is only lap number 9. We're not at the halfway stage of the race here, but it's a very, very strong position now for Alex Machado. And the rest of them, I think, soon will be thinking over it, right, well, this is a fight for second place.
This definitely is, and the fact of the matter is Muth, Shaw, Mather, Vibrantite, they all can run 47.5, 47.6, but they only do it once in a while.
Yeah.
They're not so, they're not able, as Machado is doing, it's like 47.5, 47.6 since the beginning of the race.
I think Cesaretti was having a go there for 5th place. And yes, has got it. So, so Leonardo Cesaretti, representing Switzerland, up to 5th place now, past Andrea Vibrantite and Gaia Cardinale, who's well, had a disqualification from her very first heat, and the format of these super heats has been a little bit different, whereas minis and juniors and seniors very much based on the time qualifying for Thursday. This class has almost had a bit of a rolling qualifying. Heat 1 setting the grid for Heat 2, Heat 2, Heat 3, etc, etc. So that disqualification that Cardinale had in the very first race of the week very much put her back, but we've seen through Heats 2 and 3 and this final, she has the ability to overtake and pull her way through the order. And it's not out of the question here that Cardinale could be on for a top 5.
There's no question, and now Cardinale and Vibrantite, they are going to fight for the Lady Trophy because they are 6 and 7. It's pretty near 7/10 of a seconds away, so they could fight for real like in the field. Machado allora a guidare le operazioni, 11 giri completati da parte dei Super ROK con sempre l'andorrano al comando delle operazioni. Muth, Shaw, Mathur e adesso Cesaretti in quinta posizione. A seguirlo tra elvetici e un britannico, gente che però faccia sembrare imminente, un ricongiungimento. Per la prima volta dopo diversi giri Lucas Muth al secondo posto ha guadagnato un decimo nei confronti di Machado, che però conserva ancora un secondo e 3. L'abbiamo visto spesso succedere nelle manche, Machado calare un po' come se sapesse quanto margine abbia a disposizione. Poi appunto Shaw, Mathur, Cesaretti, Andrea Vibrantita è scivolato al sesto posto. Ora dovrà vedersela faccia a faccia con Gaia Cardinali per il trofeo delle Lady. Bruni, Digli e Chiari a completare la top 10. Passaggio cronometrico e resta un secondo e 3. Praticamente guadagna mezzo decimo Lucas Muth appena nei confronti di Alex Machado. Con questo ritmo chiaramente Machado non è per nulla in difficoltà, non sarà per nulla sotto attacco nel finale di gara.
Cardinali is through past Vibrantite, and I'm just keeping an eye on the sector times. I hope that Alex Machado is just in race management mode now, because for the last couple of laps, Muth, Shaw and Mather have been quicker and are starting to close in on the race leader. End of lap number 13, Alex Machado comes over the line, sets a 47.620. Muth and Shaw are both in the 47.5s. If he holds that pace, he's absolutely fine. He's keeping that gap above a second, but Muth and Shaw will be G'd up by this, I feel. They will start to see that gap just closing back in, and with 6.5 laps to go, this one isn't done yet.
I don't know if you really saw that, because Machado, we saw that from Machado since Tuesday. Machado, the first part is a runaway, the second part is management, and it seems like his management now, right now, because Muth, Shaw, Mather are closing, but so slowly than we thought. So, and here we are.
And they've changed. In fact, Shaw's got through. Shaw has got through and into second place.
That's for sure. It's good for Machado.
Now, we have seen that Shaw, as you said earlier, Daniele, he's able to put in a very fast lap. We've seen some of the fastest laps of the week come from the Briton in kart number 301, but he's not been able to do it consistently over 10, 12, and in this case, a 20-lap race. 1.7 seconds is now the leader. The inside collision between the two Swiss drivers, and Lucas Muth is out of the race. He was into the chicane. It's a difficult place to overtake, and Leon Mather collides with Lucas Muth, the two compatriots taking each other out there on lap 15, and that felt a little bit desperate to me from the driver in the 309. Oh dear.
It was clear that Lucas Muth maybe was a little bit slower between those three, but but of course Leon Mather, I guess he could wait the next turn to take the third place. I don't know. Collisione fra connazionali, esce di scena Lucas Muth dopo il sorpasso di Elliott Shaw, il contatto con Leon Mather, forse un pochettino avventato il sorpasso di Mather, che ha toccato il suo connazionale, appunto è finito fuori dalla pista. Allora è il nuovo ordine a 5 giri dal termine, anzi ormai quasi 4, Machado, Shaw, Mather e Cardinali che è in quarta posizione, e poi Cesaretti, Vibrantite, Bruni, Digli e Chiari.
4 laps to go,
and Shaw is not closing on Machado.
No, he's slightly quicker, but not quick enough. Gaia Cardinali could be set on for third place here if there's a protest or some form of steward's decision over that contact between Leon Mather and Lucas Muth, because she's up to fourth place. She's got past Cesaretti as well. This would be a brilliant drive from Monaco's Gaia Cardinali, who was strong in the final last year, but not this strong. Here is your race leader, Alex Machado. Great Britain's Elliott Shaw in second. Missed out on a podium last year. Your top 5 was Machado, New Zealand's Ari Hutton, Christian Comanducci, Domenico Ciccanini and Michael Muller. And I know there was a bit of disappointment there for Shaw not to be in that top 5 and on that podium. Well, that may be put to rights today. 2 laps after this one, there is Leon Mather in third place on the road as it stands. As we say, we've seen that contact very clearly with Lucas Muth, who has got going again, by the way, but is down in 16th position.
E ora restano praticamente manciate di curve per Machado, che si appresta a dare il via a quello che sarà di fatto il penultimo giro. In solitaria sta controllando come se avesse un computer nella testa il distacco da Elliott Shaw, che si riduce sì, ma di un paio, un decimo al giro, che con 2 secondi di vantaggio sono decisamente abbastanza per arrivare al fondo. Adesso ne ha 1,7. Leon Mathur in terza posizione, 8 decimi a distanziarlo da Elliott Shaw, troppo lontana Gaia Cardinali per provarci lì in pista, 2 secondi e 1. In quarta posizione poi Cesaretti, Vibriantite, Bruni, Dinghi, Chiari e Dragsted. Insomma, l'impressione è che poco possa cambiare in questo finale della Super Rock.
We're on the penultimate lap. Vortex Racing Team and Alex Machado are mere moments away from a historic victory. Round the final corner, final lap board will be out for the race leader. There it is. The lead is 1.6 seconds, and yes, Shaw is quicker at the moment, but he is not quick enough to close this gap down. He's there in second place. Leon Mather in third place. We've not had anything on timing to say that there's any investigations going on. Gaia Cardinali still there in fourth place. You see a shot of the purple, pink and white card flashing through the background there. Leonardo Cesaretti in fifth. But what a week this has been for Alex Machado. A very different week to 2020, where Machado came through to shock the world and take this victory. He has been in P1 in every single session, from free practice on Thursday to the championship on Saturday. Alex Machado is champion again in Super Rock and wins the 2021 Super Rock Cup Superfinal. Elliott Shaw is second. Great Britain are on the podium, as are Switzerland. Andorra, Great Britain, Switzerland, your 1, 2, 3. I don't think any of those other countries have had that to speak about so far this week. Leon Mather is third. Gaia Cardinali for Monaco is in fourth place. Leonardo Cesaretti in fifth. Andrea Vibriantite, a good week for Andrea, in sixth place there. Alessandro Bruni will be looking to bounce back in 22, is seventh in the final. Gianluca Dindley is in the top 10 in eighth. Matteo Chiari and Gustav Dragsted wrapping out that top 10. Tommaso Nonini, Lynn Neuhaus, Christian Fulden in 13th, Gritti in 14th, Amelio 15th, and Lucas Muth, the driver there, who was in the top 3 but had that incident in the chicane, in 16th. But Alex Machado, some would say that looked easy. I'm sure it was anything but. He has had a brilliant week. Vortex have been fantastic, and he's champion again.
Yeah, campione consecutivo. The Superfinal. Congratulations to Alex Machado. Campeon. E allora, grande vittoria della Super Rock per Alex Machado, che si conferma al vertice della categoria. Una gara dominata, questo va detto. Prima su Lucas Muth, poi su Elliott Shaw, insomma su chiunque altro. Shaw che completa il podio insieme a Leon Mathur. E chiaramente però gli applausi più grandi vanno al pilota di Andorra, che ha dimostrato che il dominio mostrato, messo in mostra nelle ultime giornate, nella giornata di giovedì e in quella di venerdì, non erano assolutamente episodiche. Bravo Machado. Ci prendiamo una piccola pausa adesso, prima di mostrarvi, credo, gli highlights della Super Rock, e siamo pronti. Poi, come vedete, sta già entrando in pista la Shifter Rock, the Shifter Rock category. It was already on the track.
Let's have a look at the highlights. Daniele, you're going to take us through these.
It's Machado starting from the pole, of course, after dominating all the week, and nobody could take the lead since the beginning. Machado starting to run away with Elliott Shaw, Leon Mather, even Vibriantite that started from the second row, tried to fight for the second position, tried to fight for chasing, of course, Alex Machado. And as we can see, Vibriantite a little bit in trouble. Then Mather and Muth try to get back. It's Muth in the second place, Mather in fourth, with Elliott Shaw in third. They are pretty much faster as Machado, but not as consistent as Machado, so they couldn't set the same pace every single lap, and that's where Machado built up is good to go. to win, and here we are with the contact between Mather and Matt. Lucas Matt out of the race while we was in the 3rd position, and then Machado wins ahead of Shaw and Mather.
Very good stuff from the Super Rocks, and there, as I say, is your champion for 2021. I'm sure he'll be back next year as well. We're going to take a short break on the commentary. Next up out on circuits is one of the most eagerly anticipated races of the day. It will be the final for Shifter Rock.